Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. My name is Dean Gozowsky. I'm with Keller Williams. I'm a real estate agent here. I'm actually doing a tour of Taggett Lake here in Highland, Michigan. Okay, you'll have to forgive the breeze. I don't have much control over that, but I tell you what, it is a beautiful day. I mean, there's you know, a little bit of clouds in the sky. It's beautiful fall weather, and giving a tour of Taggett Lake here. Taggett Lake in Highland Township. We just actually listed a house on one of the canals. So there's actually one canal, but it kind of splits off into two back here. We'll talk about that a little bit later. But want to give you the lay of the land here. This is a specific video for Taggett Lake. Okay, it's actually bordered by three different subdivisions. We got Mallard's Landing, we've got I believe Highland Knolls, and then the Highland Hills subdivision. And yeah, it's a pretty clean lake. It's about 25 acres. Okay, it's all sports, so you've got the jet skis out here, you've got the pontoons. The majority of the boats out here are pontoons, and people really aren't ripping it up. It's not a terribly busy lake, but like I said, about 25 acres. Overall, the depth here, you can definitely swim in spots, but it gets yeah, about 6-8 feet in particular parts. It's also well controlled, because everybody, like, so if you've lived on a lake before, you're familiar with the fact that you've got a well. So you've got your well for the well water, and then you've got the lake pump. So if you're going to water your grass or have an in-ground sprinkler system, a lot of the homeowners here have those, and then they draw from the lake water and feed their grass with that water. So like I said, we've got a well, I believe it's a 6 or an 8-inch well that feeds the water and helps keep the level up when we're you know, when the summertime comes. So, but yeah, like I said, you've got quite a bit of nice scenery out here. You know, this is my first opportunity to actually live on the lake. I purchased here about 2.5 years ago from one of the local agents, and yeah, I tell you what, if you've considered lake living, if you've thought about it, and I'm not, you know, it's not necessarily the sales pitch, but if you've thought about it, I definitely give it a try. I mean, you know, might not be for everybody, but if you like getting out, fishing, doing a little bit of the water sports, tubing, I tell you what, the kids love it. Kids love getting out on the tube, and you know, it's an opportunity to make memories, right? So, you know, if there's a price point that you're considering, houses start, we actually just listed one on the canal, like I mentioned. That one is listed for the high 200 range, and there's other houses that have sold all the way up to the you know, high 500s out here. And in my opinion, a screaming value. You get a 4,600, actually a 6,500 square foot if you're including the walkout basement. There was a house that just sold late last year for just over $500,000. So yeah, wonderful opportunity to you know, get out, know some of the different people on the lake. We actually here on this body of water, actually both of the bodies of water, because Taggett Lake here, this 25-acre lake, is actually attached to another place, another lake called Kellogg, which borders Middle Road here in Highland. So they're connected through a canal, and so ultimately they will share the same fish and share a lot of the same water, but it's a different ecosystem over there. It's kind of wild. That lake is about a ½ mile long, as I've measured, you know, with the GPS, and you wonderful bass fishing over there, and that one's about 45 acres. So, you know, if you're into water skiing or something like that, you wanted to, you know, take a good long rip down the lake, perfect opportunity there. Because this smaller lake, you'll see that it gets a little bit choppy when there's multiple boats out here. But I tell you what, you know, from personal experience, it really just does not get that busy, even on the what you would expect to be the busier days. So let me tell you about the 4th of July boat parade. So the management, they kind of get together, you know, amongst stocking the water and managing the fish population here, because this is a fish, a catch and release lake. You know, we've got multiple species here, but let's get onto the boat parade. The boat parade, I tell you, is you know, another opportunity to create some memories. You know, you get water guns. You get probably my first boat parade. You know, the year that I moved here, we bought this pontoon boat, and I think there was 9 or 10 boats, and we all just kind of got in the line, and then we toured the shoreline. We just went through and saw there was the people like you would expect, you know, from a regular Memorial Day parade or something like that, as you know, the fire trucks are driving along the street and the firemen are throwing candy out. I tell you, it's just fantastic, wonderful memories there, you know, because they you know, some of the boats are throwing candy to the kids on shore, and there's other neighbors kind of waving at you, and it's just a really memorable experience, and you know, definitely recommend it here. So yeah, and a little bit later on, you know, the same people who kind of manage the lake, we've got a couple residents here on the water that are generous enough to let fireworks off in the backyard. Now, there's no guarantee that they're going to continue this, but they've been doing it for a while, and you know, we're very thankful of it for that. But last year, you know, the 2018 4th of July, we actually had a 36-minute show, and I tell you, you know, the fireworks, we're not just talking snakes and sparklers and Roman candles. It was a dynamite show, I'm telling you. I mean, like, you know, I think they're called Class C, or, you know, whatever the stuff you got to have a license for. Well, they got the license. They, you know, they let these things explode off in the sky. And the cool part, the house that we actually have on the market right now here, late September, just hit the market. We're doing open houses on the 29th and the 30th, which are Saturday and Sundays. We'll be doing boat tours of the lake as well. That particular house has a direct view of those fireworks. So like I said, you know, it's listed for $285,000 right now. That's a 1,400 square foot, almost 1,500 square foot ranch, walkout basement. Nicely updated. It's actually you know, newer roof, newer windows, 2014, and it's on one of those cul-de-sac streets, so nobody's really going down there. That, you know, it's not through street, is what I'm saying. So but yeah, you know, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and I'll talk fishing in the next video that I do for the Kellogg Lake, that body of water, because that's you know, I can talk some fishing, and that's really why I moved to this body of water. So I'll put a link for that video. Put a link for that video in the description down below for this video here, and also my contact information. So if you're a real estate agent that's watching this video, let me address you specifically. You reach out to me, please. Okay, you know, we're here to work together. If I can be a resource for you or answer any questions, you know, about lake property, the you know, the values of the lake, because we've done a few houses here over in this neck of the woods. That the $500,000 house we were talking about, we had offers in with the bank, but we just didn't see eye to eye on that. But we also flipped a house on the canal. And I apologize if the wind's picking up here, but that one sold in fairly short order with a cash offer, and that was completely redone, rehab, 1979 built, 2,100 square foot, contemporary. Man, the house is beautiful. It had a you know, a 20 square foot shower, you know, with twin shower heads, and that was something that we did because, you know, we although we focus on selling homes, we also rehab homes because it's something that we find enjoyment in. So and that's through our sister company, R&R Renovations. But yeah, any knowledge specifically that you're looking for with Taggett or Kellogg Lake, you know, by all means reach out to me. Dean Gozowsky, number's 248 765-4748. Like I said, I'll put the link of the other video and my contact information below. You know, I'm text friendly, and if you need to reach out to me for any reason, by all means, please do so. So I will see you guys on the next video. Hope you have a safe and productive fall, and we'll see you soon.